Let's look at the number on data centers real quick.
Thank you, my friend. There is no debate when it comes to where people stand on AI and data centers, and simply put, it's electoral poison at this point. You rarely see this type of agreement. Oppose building AI data centers in your area.
Bro, what did I say? What did I say? Oh my God, what did I fucking say? Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Oh my God. I said there's two things that the base is united on. And it's like bipartisan for the voters. I mean, Israel and data centers. And Democrats are like, how do we still run closer to both Israel and data centers? I am losing my fucking mind. Holy Toledo!
Holy Toledo.
If you want to put a third thing in there, it's fucking mass surveillance by way of flock cameras. Oh my God, they can't help themselves. They literally are just like, we need to lose. What gives?
Антисемитизмом называется распространение вражды к евреям. Когда проклятая исламская монархия доживала свое последнее время, она старалась натравить темных рабочих и крестьян на евреев.
Dog, are you fucking kidding me? Politico. David Crowley reiterated after winning the Democratic primary he will not embrace the moratorium on data center development that Francesca Hong ran on. No moratorium, Crowley said in the interview. Oh my God, it's literally, oh my God, it's Kamala Harris again. It's Kamala Harris all over again. It's just like, this is for Wisconsin and for many other places around the country, this is literally the same as like the Israel situation. They are just refusing. They are just fucking refusing. They're like, nope, win or lose, we fight with our values. And I guess their values are against the wishes of the masses. Please don't do this, David Crowley. David Crowley. Yeah, Crowley's to the right on Greg Abbott. Now, Greg Abbott is lying because he wants to fucking win. Greg Abbott is lying, but at least he's fucking lying. Because the Republicans have recognized how unbelievably unpopular these fucking data centers are with their base even. What are the Democrats doing? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, dude. They will never learn this lesson because it's not a lesson that they want to learn. I don't understand it. Like, look, this is the most like libtarded person on election Twitter. Polling on data centers is really, really brutal. In Wisconsin, 76% of voters said the costs outweigh the benefits, including 67% of Republicans. Gallup found 71% of Americans oppose one being built near them, including 80% of 18 to 34-year-olds. Heat map found 55% would support a national ban. Now, this guy or gal, I don't know, this person is one of those people that's like, oh, you got to pivot to the center. You got to pivot to the center. You got to be moderate. You got to be moderate. You got to be moderate. And even they realize how fucked up this issue is. Tom Tiffany already said he's going to block data centers being built on farmland. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh my God. Dude, Tom Tiffany's going to win and then build the data centers. And there won't be a trifecta. Oh. This is the only way that you fuck this, okay? I'm telling you right now. This is the only way you fuck this race up. The only way. Yeah, let's look at the number on data centers real quick.
Thank you, my friend. There is no debate when it comes to where people stand on AI and data centers, and simply put, it's electoral poison at this point. You rarely see this type of agreement. Oppose building AI data centers in your area.
Bro, what did I say? What did I say? Oh my God, what did I fucking say? Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Oh my God. I said there's two things that the base is united on. And it's like bipartisan for the voters. I mean, Israel and data centers. And Democrats are like, how do we still run closer to both Israel and data centers? I am losing my fucking mind. Holy Toledo!
Holy Toledo.
If you want to put a third thing in there, it's fucking mass surveillance by way of flock cameras. Oh my God, they can't help themselves. They literally are just like, we need to lose. Crowley told Politico he plans to use this is a meme, right? This is a meme. Crowley told Politico he plans to use GOP rep Tom Tiffany and President Trump as foils that bring everyone together. Oh my God, he's running the harm reduction route. Oh my God, he's running the harm reduction route. Oh my God, he's running the harm reduction route. David Crowley, please do not do this. David Crowley, please don't do this. Please, 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 I beg of you. David Crowley, please do not run the harm reduction route. If he comes out and completes the trifecta and says he's like always, Wisconsin will always be pro-Israel no matter what, it's over. It's over. The Republican in the race, Tom Tiffany, understands the disapproval of data centers. David Crowley's political ally, Francesca Hong, is a political liability if she campaigns with Crowley on the campaign trail. They're worried that her brand of democratic socialism and past controversial social media posts about defunding the police and canceling Thanksgiving could affect Crowley's wider appeal. Hasan, stay out of this race. Let it go. You can do nothing. They made a choice. Bro, what is happening? Is this a joke? Come on, tell me. Tell me they're joking, right? They're like, haha, just kidding. Of course we're going to lean into the platform, some of the platform that brought out 300,000 people in Wisconsin that we defeated by less than 1%. Please tell me that you're joking, right? This is a joke. This is a joke. There's no way. There's no way that this is actually... They're going to run on just the pure anti-Trump. That's it. That they're going to run on pure anti-Trump. Kamala Harris did this. Kamala Harris did this. That's crazy. Can't say he's not consistent.
I would argue we have to listen to independents and Republicans because we don't have a monopoly on good ideas.
You have no power in this race anymore. You need to focus on something where you can actually make a difference. Michael Pillow has his election stolen from him, and the establishment is refusing to do anything. He needs you. As you said, that less than 1% victory gave centrist Dems a mandate. They don't need any dumbass lefties. The playbook is Abigail Spanberger. Yeah, the problem is Abigail Spanberger was the only option at that point, and she pivoted harder to the right after she won, not before she won.
All right, so what do you say to, I heard from a lot of them this morning because I've been critical of Fran Hong's campaign on the radio. What do you say to supporters of Fran Hong who are now looking at this election? We didn't get her. Now we have David Crowley. What do you say to those folks?
Yeah, they have to play along. I mean, not play along. They have to be part of it. We want them to be part of it. Obviously, a whole bunch of people. Is David going to get? Yeah, no, he let it slip, and then he caught himself, and he was like, I mean, they have to be a part of it, not play along. Behind some of the things she talked about, no, but at the end of the day, the big issues are something that I'm sure she feels strongly about. It. Her talking about schools all the time, and so she'll be a good person to have around. Do you think there are any lessons to be learned from this primary? I wish there was. I've been thinking about that a lot.
Do you think there's any lessons to be learned from this primary?
I wish there was. I've been thinking about that a lot. I think, and I don't want to put it on the pollsters because I personally knew that if I was with David and we went around the state, and all we had to do was visit people and talk to them. There's a whole bunch of people that were not, they didn't know who to vote for, and how can a pollster catch that? They can't, and so I just think it's just important that we do a better job when we're running for office to make sure you're getting up north. No lessons at all? Like, it wasn't like it was a blowout, you know what I mean? It was like you came in, you did the electability argument, and it worked, and there's no takeaway. 300,000 people, an open democratic socialist who was running on an anti-Thanksgiving campaign, almost won, okay, with only negative earned media that amounts to millions of dollars, zero linear TV ads,
almost blew your back out, and you got no lessons from that? None. Not even a little bit. Like, no, the good policies, the excitement on the campaign that brought a lot of people out. Nothing. Dude, thank God Michigan is not like this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Thank fucking Christ Michigan is like, we're all united. There's only one Democratic Party, and that's the anti-Trump party. We're going to go and win every vote that didn't vote for us. Oh my God. Could you imagine if Abdul was like, what lessons are there to learn? Fuck them. As a matter of fact, that wasn't even what I was saying, and they tried to make it seem like that's what I was saying. And thank God, Haley Stevens and Mallory McMorrow and even fucking Governor Gavin Newsom, like everybody immediately hugged and kissed Abdul, and they were like, we're on a mission. I've never seen a cocky leftist victory. They're always gracious, even in victory. Meanwhile, I've seen many cocky centrist moderate victories. Haley Stevens asked about you again, so to condemn you. Oh my God.
Should he condemn Hasan Piker? Should Hasan Piker be on a stage?
I believe he should be condemned. I do. I said that. That's what I was just saying to you. I was saying on election day, I said that. And if asked again, you're asking me, I do think he should be condemned. I don't know what the guy has to do with Michigan. Israel comes to me in my dreams.
I hit the wrong button.
What gives?
Haley.
What gives?
Just say, who cares about Hasan Piker? We have an opponent to defeat. I don't understand why a Twitch streamer has become a primary fixture in a Senate race, and I have a pretty good idea as to why. It's because Mike Rogers can't run on being close to Donald Trump anymore. Mike Rogers can't run on anything that Trump has done that's positive for Michiganders. And I, as a Michigander, am sick and tired of talking about this guy. He's not from Michigan.
What gives?
You know, you don't have to just be like, yeah, he should be condemned. He should be condemned. It's over. The race is done. You don't have to serve AIPAC anymore. Well, she probably wants this. She probably wants a different office, but like, just it's okay. Let's just not. Just for the next couple of months, and then we can get right back into it. Okay, stop giving her pointers. You pretend she wants to win. No, she does. I mean, she's a party apparatchik.
Should he condemn Hasan Piker? Should Hasan Piker be on a stage?
I believe he should be condemned. I do. I said that. That's what I was just saying to you. I was saying on election day, I said that. And if asked again, you're asking me, I do think he should be condemned. I don't know what the guy has to do with Michigan.
If I were you, I'd step away from Wisconsin and just let it all pan out. In the end, hopeful Michigan's unity will speak for itself while Wisconsin turns to shit. I mean, I don't want it to turn to shit. Yeah, to be fair, she didn't even say Abdul should condemn him. She just said she condemns me, so that's fine, you know? No, she's cool. She's still our girl. Yeah, I mean, Wisconsin, you're in my heart, but unfortunately, you will not be top of mind. Yeah, you guys deal with that on your own, okay?
Includes 70% overall. But look at this. On the lower end of the spectrum, you still get 3 in 5 Republicans. You get more than 3 in 5 in urban areas, 63%. And then what's really interesting is you might expect, hey, Democrats in rural areas, rural folks, they don't necessarily see it the same way always when it comes to issues. But on this, they do. 75% in the rural areas and 76% of Democrats. You see across the board clear position.
Yeah, rurals are less interested in data centers than urbans, because that's where the data centers are being built. That's why there is a 60 points negative approval on the GOP side. Where do the Republicans live? Rural areas.
Which is the vast majority of Americans and voters are against building AI data.
Yeah, I'm sure the numbers for pro data centers will be better in the future. It's not like shit's getting worse. Yes, that and Israel. I'm sure by tomorrow, Israel will be a more popular country. What the fuck is this?
I promise you hope. I promise you change. Change you can believe in. Together, we will move America forward.
Bro, don't show this to Crowley. He's going to be like, well, some Republicans have good ideas. You know, there's a lot to learn from them. Hasan Piker, he's divisive. Republicans, on the other hand, you know, Democrats don't have a monopoly on good ideas. We got to listen to what they have to say. Also, I wonder what data center contributed to that beautiful work of art. I love data centers. We need more of them. Okay. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers couldn't remember Kamala Harris' name during the 2024 Democratic National Convention roll call announcing the nominee. Watch the whole clip. It's insane as the Biden debate fiasco.
Wisconsin, how do you cast your vote?
Thank you, Badger Jason Ray, for all your good work. As a proud governor of the great state of Wisconsin, we're home of the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, I mean, they're fucking blitz. He's blitzed, probably. He's hammered. So you click AI dog shit, but not this. What is this? What are they looking at? Fear and I've wanted to draw all these guys together for forever. My fave podcast for a year and a half now. It's nice. It's beautiful. It's great. You know what we're looking at? A big, beautiful data center being built in our backyard. Israel comes to me in my dreams, and so do data centers, okay?
Centers, and that's why I said at the top, it's simply put electoral poison at this point. When it comes to the politics of it, it is very clear people are against it.
I'm not talking about the facts here, whether it's a good idea or a bad idea. Just This is how people feel about it, and it's pretty clear, and you don't see agreement like this on many issues. So on, these data centers, if they are going to be built, how do people want to see it done?
One of the key nuggets that those who want the data centers to be built will say is we have to stay ahead of China when it comes to tech, right? So there's a great poll question that essentially formulated this, right? Americans on building AI data centers, slowly to address local concerns, of which there have been many, or quickly to maintain the tech edge over, folks like places in China. And on this one, it is a 4-to-1 clear blowout. I mean, we're talking about 78% of Americans, voters say slowly to address local concerns. Just 1 in 5, 21% say quickly to maintain the edge over China. And again, what we see is across all of the different political and demographic groups, everyone agrees that they should be built slowly to address local concerns. And so when we start off at the top saying, hey, there is this debate, there really isn't much of a debate when it comes to the politics of it. The vast majority of Americans at basically every single camp are in agreement on this. They want to be built slowly to address those local concerns.
And credit where credit is due. I think this question is actually phrased really well here and lets people come down on a side here with advantage potentially for both sides. How do people view the impact of artificial intelligence in general right now?
Yeah, I think this is part of a larger debate, Johnny B. And it's just, look at this. Say AI development is bad for society. Again, what you see is clear majorities across the board. Groups that don't normally agree on anything agree on this one. 63% of Republicans, 74% of Democrats, 75% of independents, and 70%, as I come over to Johnny's side of the board over there, overall say AI development is bad for society. Again, the electoral politics of this are very, very clear. AI and data centers are simply put electoral poison at this point.
It will be notable to watch how candidates deal with this heading into November and beyond that. It really will be.
Yeah, I just checked, by the way. Tom Tiffany literally launched his campaign with a hard line on data centers. Like, as in, like, Tom Tiffany is going to outflank David Crowley on data centers. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's literally the same as Donald Trump being like, I'm going to bring peace to Palestine. I'm going to bring peace to Gaza. I'm going to end all the wars. And Kamala Harris is like, no, we're staying the course. Oh, my God. Everything used to be a relitigation of 2016. And now everything is a relitigation of 2024. I'm fucking losing my mind. Oh, my God. They're hitting him on this. This is sickening. Abdul El-Sayed wants Michiganders to trust him with their families. Meanwhile, Detroiters couldn't even trust him with their pets. Democrat Senate nominee Abdul El-Sayed reportedly oversaw euthanasia of over 4,600 cats and dogs during his time as the executive health director. It's not pets. Every state operates animal shelters or euthanize animals. You lie like every breath. Yeah. Yeah, he did it personally. He did that. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, that's just, as a part of Detroit Public Health, like he oversaw the animal shelters. Yeah, they're leaning into Islamophobia. They're like, oh, Muslims hate dogs. Oh my God. Don't do it. Just let them do it. I don't want Wisconsin to be controlled by an election denying freak. I want Wisconsin to be able to do redistricting. I don't give a shit. This is the same with like all of my criticisms of Kamala Harris. I said, David Crowley, I know you hate me, but please don't do this. People fucking hate data centers. 76% of Wisconsin thinks the cost outweighs the benefits. Even Tom Tiffany is lying about taking a hard stance against them. That's a perfectly valid quote. They really don't want you, bro. Just leave it. It's not about Tom Tiffany or the centrist Democrats, man. It's literally just about Wisconsin. I mean, I met you motherfuckers living in Wisconsin. What do you mean? Don't say anything.
Can you name one issue where you disagree most with her? One of the biggest issues?
Well, one of the biggest issues that we did have a disagreement on was related to the data centers. She wanted to see a moratorium.
Can you?
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's Tom Tiffany posted this. Tom Tiffany is posting this. Tom Tiffany is going to slam the data center issue into the motherfucking ground here. Oh my God, what is going on? Bro, just say Thanksgiving. Just say you love Thanksgiving. Why would you say data centers? Just say Thanksgiving. Say I don't want to abolish the police. Say I love the police. Don't say data centers. I feel like the Walter White meme in the car going, no! No! They found his old tweets too. Yeah, I mean, Dirt McGurk is his. Thanksgiving might be saved now, but Christmas isn't with David Crowley, aka Dirt McGurk. Yeah, this was known before the campaign. That's not new shit. Dirt McGurk is his alt account that he was using to say some fucking. He's a poster too. Okay, he was saying some shit on that account as well. Bro, are we gonna find out why David Crowley was trailing at 6% when he dropped out? Is this the find out part? Like we fucked around and now we're about to find out? A fun online story with this primary was Ken Klippenstein convincing the left that Crowley loves data centers and will bulldoze the House on the rock on Mark Zuckerberg's orders. Wait, what? He is literally pro data center. No idea what you're referring to regarding Klippenstein. I'm describing Crowley's stance based on his words, some of which you can read below. I've seen that vid, and if you listen to how it starts, it strikes me as an artful pivot away from his opposition to a moratorium. All data centers are not created equal. Our job is to make sure that those data centers are paying their way, that they're paying for the full energy cost, that they're paying for the infrastructure and grid upgrades. Heck, I think that they should be subsidizing our energy users across the entire state. It's that careful pivot to prairie populism that has some Democrats, especially the moderates and centrists, who are still raw after Michigan, hoping Crowley might claw his way to nomination. While everybody's afraid of these data centers extracting our precious resources away, how about we find ways to extract as much possible from these data centers to help our local units of government? Oh my God, I'm pro data center. I love, maybe if I say that, they'll be like, actually, this is a bad idea. We hate Hasan. We hate Hasan. We fucking hate Hasan. So he's pro data center. We hate it now. You think that could work? What do we think, guys? You think that could be a successful method here? What are we thinking? Are we feeling that? Data centers are kind of growing on me. Me too, man. Me too. Yeah, data centers come to me in my dreams. Hong, moratorium on AI data centers. Crowley, the government needs to partner with venture capital firms to expand AI data centers all over Wisconsin. Stop. Yeah, if he was even vaguely left and in the lead, elite media would have spent 3 weeks obsessing over his old tweets instead of just shrugging them off. But instead, he wants to ram AI data centers into every corner of the state and listen to Republicans on trickle-down economics. And that's why the old tweets are not getting mentioned, which they shouldn't at this point. They shouldn't get mentioned. Okay? We're not going to do this. I'm not going to like fucking... I'm done. I'm done talking about David Crowley. We're done. Wisconsin, you're in my heart, but you are no longer on my mind. After I look at this Oppo dump inside the GOP secret Francesca Hong Oppo file. So here's why I wanted to look at this, not because like this is adding insult to injury or anything like that, but I want to see what their mentality is, right? Like what they thought was going to be the successful strategy, right? And I guess this will also this will basically allow us to understand what they're going to try to do to Abdul. This is a great insight into what the midterm strategy is, right? Francesca Hong's primary loss of Wisconsin gubernatorial primary wasn't just a blow to the socialist left, it's also a bummer for the Republicans who were salivating over running against her this fall. Many of Hong's most unpopular left-wing ideas, defund the police, condemning Thanksgiving as a weapon of genocidal colonialism. Her constant invocations of white supremacy were already well known to the primary and ultimately helped sink her campaign. Hong rarely backed away from many of them. But Republicans had apparently many more arrows in their general election quiver after Hong narrowly lost on Tuesday. A source sent me the entire 349-page opposition research dossier put together by Republican Tom Tiffany's gubernatorial campaign. Assembled with the expectation that Hong would be his opponent in November, now, next to the useless, the book marked Privileged and Confidential by the GOP research firm that compiled it, offers a tantalizing glimpse into how Republicans were prepared to bombard Wisconsin voters with a showcase of Hong's Portlandia-style rhetoric and controversial votes in the state legislature. Much of the research file is devoted to Hong's repeated use of social justice language that became chic among the left in the Trump era. At times, it reads more like woke Mad Libs. Some of the hits. In 2020, she wrote, "The neighborhood gentrification is violence against black people." In 2021, she sponsored... Dude, America's the only country where you just get punished for being right, by the way. Or maybe, I guess there's plenty of other countries where this happens too. But it is kind of funny where they're just like, look at this fucking woke-ass nerd. It's like, how dare she, correctly point to things? Like, did she go a little bit overboard? Certainly, but like, it sucks. It sucks so bad that, like, we're a nation of fucking dumb bullies at this point, where we're just literally like, look at you, you fucking stupid nerd. Ah, fucking stupid nerd, kill yourself with your nerdy ass opinions. What the fuck? No, she didn't go overboard. No, there's a chatters. Please. There is a way to frame these things. When I say she goes overboard, I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm saying there is a way to frame these things. And when you're running for office, especially in a state like Wisconsin or any state really, you can't be as overboard with your language. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that I just said she's not wrong and that this country is where people are punished for being wrong. Isn't that lying? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not lying. Okay? Here, I'll give you an example. Medicare for all. Socialized medicine. There are two ways to present it. Okay? Should you fucking come out and be like, I want to literally make sure that no one ever has a job in the for-profit healthcare industry. I want thousands of people to lose their jobs. Or should you say, I want Medicare for all because I want millions of people to have health care? There's two ways of presenting it, okay? God, some of you guys literally think the only way to present issues is the most fucking annoying way possible. How are we this autistic? How are we this autistic as a community where we think LARPing to the maximum degree and be as repulsive and as toxic as possible about our moral posture is the best way to win people over? This is what I mean when I say it's fucking crazy. This is what people mostly mean when they say woke one was crazy. This is what they're talking about. You. They're talking about you. We learn from the best. Crying? Fuck no. I never do this. I try to stay away from this all the time. Half the time, I'm yelling at a motherfucker doing exactly that, and then they clip me and they say, Hasan is a reactionary. There are different ways to communicate the same idea. Choosing the one that's more palatable isn't always watering down. Sometimes it's just, how do I get people to support this thing in the most effective way, which everyone should want, as opposed to some aesthetic linguistic preference? No, there are motherfuckers in this community, there are motherfuckers on the left who literally go, no, actually, that means you're watering down your worldview. Okay? That's literally a thing that some people think. It's very annoying. Okay? Sometimes it's just lying. Look, not giving up on it. Okay. Not giving up on it. Oh my God. Nope, you're right, chatter. Is it, guys, is it possible? And I mean this sincerely, okay? Is it possible that you might be wrong? Like, is it possible that it's okay to be tactful about how we communicate our desires for a better future? Do you think it's possible that you might be wrong on this? I'm just saying, is it possible? No, and fuck you for asking. Because the majority of people don't do in here don't do shit IRL. That's literally only comes from fuckers who never talk to anyone IRL, and they need to shut the fuck up. People would rather LARP online than see the real world change. Exactly. Because if there's no shot you carry this energy with other people in the real world. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think? Like, I walk up to people immediately and I'm like, do you want to abolish the commodity form? Like, what do you think normal conversations in the real world look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, you think I walk into a business and I say, where is the boss here? I will destroy your petty bourgeois tyrant. Like, who is the boss of this bodega? Where is the Hitlerian small business owner? Point me to him. I am now placing him under citizen's arrest. like here, I'm going to go through the process piece by piece and explain something to you. Neighborhood gentrification is violence against black people. Here's a great way to reframe that. Improving our neighborhoods is awesome, but we should find a way where we don't displace the existing inhabitants. Oftentimes, black and brown people who are on the older side have been living in these neighborhoods for many years. It would be a great disservice to displace them. Look at that. Did I water it down? Did I water it down? Did I lie? Is that lying? And for the record, I'm not even faulting her for saying this shit. It's 2020. Woke one was crazy, right? Like, I'm not even faulting her, but she's not running for office at this point. And she certainly, they played the clip of you talking about the average voter. What is this? A guy who's like, I really like Francesca Hong's policies, but I'm also a stupid guy who in his diapers. And I will be Soylent Green one day because I'm so dumb. It's like pundit brain. I can't do it. I can't. You're going to catch me on voters. I don't like. Yeah, I'm talking about people who do pundit brain, who is like, I like the policies, but I'm going to vote for someone else because I'm stupid. It's nice that they put your Twitch address. That's true. Finally. Jedin deden Nesrin baban.